What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Roxette, and we're back with another one of the bonus tunes included on the second disc of this deluxe edition of Room Service 2001, and the next track is The Weight of the World, which is the same name as an Erasure tune I reacted to. I'm assuming there's no relation here, though admittedly, as I sit and shoot this video, I don't remember most of the lyrics from that Erasure track. I just remember there is an Erasure track by that name. I did react to it. But yes, if there actually is some crossover or if it is a cover, I'm not sure I'll be able to remember or recall that. In any case, as I probably said in the intro to that reaction, the weight of the world is the burden borne by someone who feels all of the pressure, all of the mass of the external world, expectations, pressures, maybe even internal psychological burden, and thus it feels like you are forced into being Atlas of mythological lore to carry all of that weight, all of that mass and heft upon your own shoulders, which is by any stretch a Herculean task. I'm just going to make all sorts of mythological references here. But yeah, it sounds like someone who is saddled with a lot of weight, and that is not usually something that you would choose to be. So I wonder if this is emotional weight, if this is related to a phase of your life where it feels like nothing is going correctly. Perhaps it relates to an interpersonal dynamic with someone where when things are off with them, it feels like the entire weight of the world is upon you. So I'll see what I can catch on a first listen. This is Roxette. It is a non-album bonus tune included in this deluxe edition of Room Service, and it is The Weight of the World.
Sunday morning, I'm still hiding in bed, listening to the rhythm of the rain above my head. And all that I have said, I sure saved a lot for you. But what could I do if I'd been talking to the wall? It wouldn't make any difference to you. That's the art of being you. I think I carry the weight of the world. Sometimes you lose the weight of the world. Sometimes you cry. You smile, I wish you stayed the night. I put my arms around your golden hair and turn on the lights. Oh, I love to watch your eyes when I make love to you. Wait, little world. Sometimes you lose the weight of the world. Sometimes you cry. Sometimes you cry.
There was this like electric current or signal that was very subtly wending its way through the track in some moments. It's interesting though. I actually thought it would go back to Pear and then back to Marie a second time. I thought it was going to be a, A B like dialogue, but it was really just A and then B. And yeah, it sounds like he feels frustrated, and as he put it, essentially like talking to her is the same as talking to a wall. Like there wouldn't be any difference. And then kind of the stinging follow up that like that's the art of being you, is that you're kind of inaccessible, like I can't penetrate your feelings or your mind when you get into this mode. So yeah, it sounds like he feels burdened, but then it's like suddenly she comes in and she sounds a lot more sympathetic, and that wants to put her arms around him and touch his golden hair and turn the light on and see his eyes. And when she makes love to him, it sounds like she's saying like he loses the weight of the world, like by her perspective anyway. In those moments of connection, it's like she can feel his stress and his burden lessening, but then also acknowledging that he also can cry when they're in these contexts. So I think there's maybe at least an acknowledgement that he's not always where he wants to be. But I did like the way that he did that long cry extension, and then Marie comes in and does it a couple times. And I after the first verse, I thought it was going to be a Pear only tune. So then when Marie came in, that was a very nice surprise. Although I guess I shouldn't be surprised. They both sing on a lot of tracks. But yeah, I enjoy the structure of that one, and sort of sweet sonics, like the elegant and soft, like the subtle piano melody was getting to me, and then in conjunction with the mellow, soft, and gentle acoustic guitar, I think it did have a very nice sound. Now, it feels short. It feels like that's at most like 3 minutes. What are we looking at here? I think it's, in fact, under 3 minutes. So yeah, it feels like a quick song, and not one where, again, there's multiple times around with the chorus and a long fade out ending. But yeah, I guess maybe that means it was kind of a sketch. It was something that got to a certain point of development but then was left behind. Now maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was like a B-side or something where it was technically like a finished tune. But yeah, as I said, I felt like maybe it was going to come back for another Pear verse and then maybe another Marie verse, or at the very least go back to Pear for another version of the chorus, and then back to Marie to ride the song out to the end. But yeah, it was really just one then the other. But I do like songs, I've mentioned this in a number of reactions, songs where you get perspective 1 and perspective 2, because then it's like, oh, two people can look at the same situation and see different things. They can get a sense for who has the moral or the emotional burden, or who's being fair and who's not, and it doesn't always agree. And in some cases, especially in the complicated world of emotions and relationships and so on, it might be that they both feel their perspective is true. It's like, it's not like a scientific equation where it's like, no, this is the right answer and any other answer is incorrect. It's like, well, yeah, like from my lens, from my experience, this is true. And the other person might say, well, fine, but I see it this way, and it's every bit as true as for you what you're saying. So it feels like that's the case here. But yeah, again, I'm looking forward to these bonus tunes, and it was interesting when I was, in the comments to Entering Your Heart, there was a lot of the opinion was that, this could have been on the album, and I totally agree. So it'll be interesting to see as we go through which ones feel like, oh, this feels like a fully developed tune that could have been on the album. Or again, in this case, I very much enjoyed the sonics, I enjoyed the vocals, and I enjoy the two-sided lyrics. But again, given the length and given the structure, I felt like, it might actually go a bit longer. So this one feels maybe like it was a tune they brought to a certain point, and then it was, decided that they weren't going to include it on the album. In any case, do let me know what you think, and I'm looking forward to the rest of this second disc. Peace.